Well, it's already halfway through the year 2009. Yeah, it seems like it went by pretty fast. But right now, there's like 3 next-gen systems out. There's Nintendo's Wii, um, Sony's PS3, and Microsoft's 360. And these systems have a lot of next-gen games. There's Call of Duty 4. 3 is good, but 4 is, I think, a little bit better. There's Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Rock Band 2, Guitar Hero Metallica, Aerosmith Smash Hits, and Road Tour, and I think there's a 5th one coming out. There's Gears of War, Halo, Halo 3, I should mention. There's The Darkness, there's NBA games, there's the new Madden game out. There's Fuel, I would think. Anyway, I can't think of any more. But all these games have something in common. They're all next gen, they got good graphics, the sound quality is pretty much, I would think, perfect. And I would think on some games the plot is pretty good and intense. But you know, sometimes we all need a break from this next gen stuff and go back to the past. Go back to when the PlayStation 1 was still popular, the Nintendo 64, the Atari, the ColecoVision, the Intellivision, the NES, the Super NES. You know, I'm going way too far back. I'm going like back to the, I think, 1980s or something. I want to jump to the year 1997 to when the game Need for Speed 2 was out. Now, out of all the Need for Speed games out, like Undercover, Underground, Carbon, Pro Street, Most Wanted, the Black Edition of Most Wanted. I think it's a Black Edition. That's what I've been told. Anyway, I haven't played the first Need for Speed game for the PlayStation. This is the only PlayStation-based Need for Speed game I own, and so far it's come to catch my attention still. You know, the classics never get old, and it pretty much defines the word classic since I haven't played the first one. But you know, if you happen to see this game and have the money for it and get your hands on it, I recommend you totally buy it. And I'm gonna show you why right now. Well, this here is the introduction to Need for Speed 2. Electronic Art presents. Sorry about that there interference too. I don't know how that got there. I didn't put it there, so it shouldn't be there. Ooh, yeah, some hard rock music. I just love this theme song here. And just listening to that engine rev is like, wow. You'd want to have that engine. Man, I just love that theme song, man. Showing some different cars, too. This intro is, like, really, really cool in many ways. What are you honking at? There's nothing to honk at. Unless they're honking at those 2 cars. Nice. You know, I'm not really a fan of stick shifts, but, you know, oh well. They make these cars look awesome, too. That there's the bonus car, too. We're going to hyperdrive. Need for Speed 2. That kind of looks like the Flying DeLorean to me. Wow, dude, that intro was awesome. I mean, I don't know where you could find a better intro. I mean, I think that just sums it up for the whole game. I mean, you got some hard rockin' music plus some fast moving cars, and like they showed several different types. And yeah, wow. I mean, I haven't seen every intro to the Need for Speed series, but you know, I think this is my favorite one. I mean, like, the one for Need for Speed Underground, I mean, that one's okay, but I'm not really into that one. I think this is my favorite one here. Yeah, this is my favorite one. Alrighty then, well, here's the main menu screen. Well, I think it looks pretty neat. Pretty good design for it. 6 options, which are game setup, location, player car, opponents, race/start, and options. Options. You always gotta check your options. Looks like 4, 5, 6 options. Just your basic configuration and all that stuff, customizable, change it up things. And one thing I want to point out is the music. Check it out. Them's is some good tunes, dog. Yeah, you can just like customize all the stuff from here. And the cars that are actually drivable and or playable are the McLaren F1. The Ferrari F50. Ferraris are always tight. Your Ford GT90. I'm actually reading these off the actual back of the game case because I never really memorized the names of all these cars. There's actually 2 of them I can't pronounce. This one is your Jaguar XJ220. This one is your Lotus GT1. That's actually supposed to be dark blue. You got your Lotus Esprit V8. I don't know if it's a Sprite or a Sprit, but there's no E at the end of that. You got your first car I can't pronounce. It's like Isdera. I don't know. Isdera something. And then your last one is the. I totally can't pronounce that. You know, come to think of it, this game actually left 2 good-looking cars out. They left out the Mustang and the Lamborghini. How dare they? Anyway, the maps are Proving Grounds, Outback, which has a historical landmark, Sydney, North Country, Pacific Spirit, Mediterranean, and Mystic Peaks. And there's also this bonus stage, Hollywood, which you can, I think the only way to get it is by typing in this password, Showtime. And speaking of that, like the music for this for these tracks, they're pretty good actually. They're really clear in detail for a 32-bit system. I mean, wow. Just listen to that clarity. I almost couldn't say that. This one seems a little Indian-ish, or India-ish. Don't you think? I think so. This one here is a little techno. You know, come to think of it, I think this is like the only racing game that sounds good with techno music. This here is that bonus stage. It's Hollywood. There's actually another name for it, but I don't feel like saying it. And my favorite, the theme song. This one can be found in the last lap of the map Hollywood.